Virgo.
Hello Virgo, this is your astrological forecast for July 2016, and what a beautiful social month for you. Now June was all about work and work-related matters and so forth, your career and whatnot, but now this month it looks like you can step back, relax a little bit more, spend more time with friends and making new friends perhaps as well. We have the Sun, Mercury, the new moon, and Venus in this area. And so, yes, we do see hopes and dreams coming alive here whenever the planets pass through this area, but it's also spending time with your friends or making new ones. And the new moon here will be on none less than 4th of July. So what a day to celebrate the Big Bang with all the fireworks on a new moon sky, meaning the backdrop is nice and dark for this. But don't forget, though, to put down your intentions, because this is the time to do so, and it will be a whole year before you get the opportunity to do it again. And those intentions here should be all about this area of wanting to stay connected, more connected to friends and so forth, because there's times you're busy and you can't always follow up, but you're going to have so much fun here this month. So it's more like you telling yourself that I really want to pay attention, make it work more over the long run as well. Now these 4 planets are moving through the sign of Cancer. So even though you are a Virgo, that is your essential energy, but when the planets move through the other signs, we tend to incorporate and absorb those energies and filter it through there. So what does that mean? The Cancerian energy is all about nurturing the people we love. So for you in the 11th house, it will be nurturing your friends and being nurtured from them. Cancerians are also very sensitive people at heart. So you might come to feel that this month you'll be a little bit more sensitive than normal of things that are being said and done and whatnot through the interaction. The Sun, Mercury, and Venus here will want to communicate feelings and express emotions of love. That's what Venus does. Now here I feel that you could also reconnect with friends from the past, very much so, because the Cancerian principle is always that of the past, history and so forth. So this might be joyful, having that reappear in your life. Normally it's retrogrades that brings people back to our lives, but the Cancerian energy can definitely be doing it too. Now Mars is in the sign of Scorpio, which for you is in the 3rd house of communication, but it's moving direct now ever since the last couple of days there in June. And so it's going to be slowly but surely picking up speed here. And the 3rd house is the arena where Mars is going to express itself, having to do with communication, being busy, to and fro, out and about, doing errands. It's just like all this activity. And it's also the area of siblings. So you can expect more interaction with your siblings, or taking short little road trips can be very healthy for you. If you're having any presentations or important communications, well, then I feel that your energy is going to be fully behind it here at this time. So we love that when Mars is active. You might have felt the slowdown as far as you kind of wanting to put things off or procrastinate, which it probably did for you under its retrograde. Well, not much longer. You got another 7 degrees to go in this area, so you want to wrap it up. You already did have a little sense and a feel of how things worked while it was in Sagittarius before it retrograde went back into Scorpio, and that will be the area of your home and family life. So that's going to come again, but more on that next month. So the full moon, let's talk a little bit about it. It will appear on July 19th, 27 degrees in Capricorn. So for you here, Virgo, this is going to be in the area of love and romance, self-expression, interaction with your children or younger people, and all your creativity. So a great time for it. Any other planets you have at 27 degrees will be affected here by this full moon. And I feel that you're going to feel passionately about something. It could be a creative concept, or it could be a passionate or intense interaction with a younger person. And that is because that full moon, a little bit earlier before it is exact, will interact with Pluto. And Pluto is all about transformation, okay? So it's those deeper feelings. It's a little windy here today. Got a couple of dust storms going through. It's in Arizona, so you might hear the squeaking of my garage door. I got the door open there. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Capricorn always wants to secure things, ground things, and this is what this full moon is going to try to do with you. And if you have any serious business going on with a younger family member, this is where you're going to feel that energy interact. So the month, though, is going to start off with Venus and Jupiter beautifully aligned. Venus being love and Jupiter expansion of whatever it touches, so an expansion of love. Venus also ruling money. There could be good news about money here on the 1st. I feel this could be coming in from the area of your hopes and dreams, since it's the 11th house. And on the 3rd, you want to pay attention to whatever vision or epiphany you might get. This is the Sun and Neptune, and Neptune is what rules your sixth sense. It's that clairvoyance that we all have, some more, some less of us, but then again, when it comes, it's actually allowing you to look at the far horizon, that vision. And we need always to have certain visions on the horizon that could pull us forward in life. You might have a glimpse into something very, very artistic, or something that feels extremely ideal and beautiful. So make sure to pay attention, even if you can't act on it right away, which you probably won't. Some of you will, but this can come down the road, weeks and months to come, as long as you recall it. And it does hold a signature of great potential. On the 6th, it's a night, or a day, should I say, to circle on your calendar for a great date with your significant other. If you're single, well, don't sit at home. This is a time where your energy is really just coming out, beaming, radiating, and will act like magnets here. So if you are in a relationship, it's definitely going to be good between you and your partner. On the 7th is one day of caution, and I say that because the Sun, Mercury, and Venus is going to have a little of a run-in here with both Pluto and Uranus, and we don't want to end up saying something we might regret. There is a short fuse on this day. Could be for you or those around you. Everybody is under this influence, so it's definitely not a day where you want to go and really start digging into important matters or issues, lest, it can end up with self-sabotage, shooting one in the foot, especially if any kind of ultimatums are given. So you want to stay away from it, because Venus is really here in a spot with Uranus, where Uranus could just split and let go. And that's just nothing more than a self-defense kind of mechanism. So if you find yourself doing it, or somebody around you, well, then you know it's just the planets. This shall pass. So if anything is starting to lift and rise, lay low. And then already the next day, the 8th through the 10th, these very 3 planets that were so triggered here by Uranus and Pluto are now coming in with the opposite. So either it's kiss and makeup time, but it's definitely a time where humor and laughter and generosity is going to be expressed. And also I feel with a sense of great relief, because Jupiter always brings in what is positive and good into our lives. So all 3 of those planets now will be moving forward, taking action, and I feel that your communication is all on track. So if there was an issue earlier, just say, let's wait. Let's just wait a couple of days, and then we can discuss it, right? So that is wisdom. Then we have 16th straight throughout the rest of the month. We have great energy going on. Communication seems to be beautiful on the 16th, where Mercury will deliver a message to you, or maybe you're delivering a message to somebody. But it's a Venetian principle, so matters of the heart, romance, or also money. If you're initiating anything here on this day that has to do with either of those two areas, it's positive. And the sun is really vibing you. The sun is you and Mars is action, and a beautiful golden beam will allow you to power up, get things done in a timely manner, leaving you feeling like you're on top of the world. And why? Because you're ahead of the game, right? We always feel good when we accomplish things because then we're not procrastinating. Mars did us in the last couple of months here with all that slow energy, so here July is great. 19th, straight through to the end of the month, I feel any communication that you will have is about securing where you're at, what it is you want, what it is you need, Virgo. Having to deal with home, family, foundation, property and real estate, could be parents. I feel the security that's coming into you here is not just verbal, but it could even be stipulated on documents. So if you're buying or purchasing a home, this is a great time to sign those documents. Venus too is coming in, also wanting to secure here with Saturn. So this is wonderful, even though Saturn is still retrograde and will be to mid-month there in August, but your personal planets are moving forward and the aspect is good, so it should all work out. Now, towards the end of the month on the 27th, unexpected news. It could be a phone call, email, or a text coming in from Uranus. And Uranus is always that wild card that we never really know what to expect, right? And when it's good, it's always positive. And when it's negative, well, then we didn't see that coming, did we? It's that moment of surprise. But for you, this is coming from the 8th house, having to do with not your income money, but it could be your savings, it could be loans, mortgages, and so forth. It could be royalties or commissions. So say we're looking at signing off on something here that has to do with home and property. Maybe if you're buying or selling, this could be a time when you get a green light that things are all good, all approved in that kind of situation. For example, it could be something else. Of course, I'm doing a general reading for all of you Virgos, right? So without your personal chart, I can't really say. But then you get the drift of what can possibly be experienced. So up here on the information button, you can click it to get the readings for your moon or rising sign or your tarot readings for next month, so you don't have to go back into YouTube and look it up. You can always also find a link in the description below, or just click my name right under the video and you can easily access it there too. But listen, Virgo, have a beautiful July. Have fun if you're out and about vacationing, but here main focus is on groups and friendships here this month for you. See you in August. Bye now.